So I'm back. Um, I thought of some more things I wanted to talk about. Um, Plus, I'm having my tea and kind of stuck here in the bed. I got this IPL earlier or yesterday I talked about, and my right eye is suddenly swollen. I think it's going to be okay. So I just kind of slipped going down the stairs and I got ice on my ankle. So my husband's going to come home and bring me dinner. He made me really good steaks last night. So I remembered some things I wanted to talk about earlier before I got off track, like I always do. And the first thing is first interesting news article that I found is Dorothy. That one of the Dorothy costumes from The Wizard of Oz was found in a shoebox in I think it was Missouri, and they're saying that it's going to go up for auction, and it's probably going to be worth about $1 million. But basically, what happened was sometime around 1973, the dress was given to someone named Father Gilbert Hartkey. He was at the Catholic University of America, a priest in the school's drama department, and then he lost it. And the dress has been missing since then. It was discovered in a shoebox that was inside a bag on a faculty mailbox. So it's been literally sitting in this shoebox for 50 years almost, since the 70s, since the early 70s. And it's worth, like, they're saying it's going to be worth about $1 million. The Smithsonian verified it. They're like, yeah, that's definitely the dress. So that's really cool. It's the dress from the scene where Dorothy confronts the witch at the castle. I mean, I dream of finding something like that, some kind of old Hollywood classic memorabilia in the walls here or something in my house. But that's pretty cool. So basically, it was definitely worn, and they're saying that it's going to be probably, well, the last one went for about, I don't know, about 1.5 million a few years ago at auction. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the fun things that I found. And then another one was that a dog, or no, a cat, somehow this cat, a one-eyed cat, had been missing for 5 years, and he showed up on an offshore drilling rig. And nobody know. I mean, we're talking about, okay. So it says a 5-year odyssey for a cat named Dexter seems to have finally come to an end after a long covert stay at a prison was interrupted by his arrival on board an offshore oil rig, which finally resulted in a call to animal services. The cat was a regular, well loved hangout at Her Majesty's Prison in Grampian in Scotland, Peterhead, Scotland, where the staff used to fuss over him and even gave him the nickname One Eyed Joe. The most unexplainable thing happened then. One Eyed Joe somehow ended up on a shipping container a mile and a half away at the town's port before being shipped onto an offshore oil rig, where workers ran away frightened after the all-black cat jumped out of the container. So I guess there are still superstitious people in the world, myself being one of them. After filling out an incident card, the staff aboard the rig took Joe most kindly, who is now quite comfortable with living alongside the rig workers. According to the National, he was spoiled rotten from his time there. Eventually, there's someone called the Society for the Prevention of the Cruelty to Animals who retrieved Joe after the cat had been flown off the rig on a helicopter, a remarkable feat considering how hard it is normally to get a cat into a carrier, much less a helicopter. We are so glad that he was looked after all this time, but we're even more delighted to be able to reunite him with his original owner, thanks to his microchip being up to date. So microchip your tiny animals, friends, or your big animals. Tiny dogs, big dogs, all your dogs. So that is a couple of fun news stories. And what else we got going on here? I just thought it'd be nice to come in and do some fun news stories, some nice stuff. What else do we have here? Um, Oh, the oldest Chihuahua. Hey, Crystal. Oh, I want to see. What's she look like? Yeah, I'm just going through some nice, fun articles. Like this one is something that I'm think's pretty great. Um, what did you decide to name your little girl cat, Crystal? A new record for the world's oldest dog has been confirmed in Florida. Born January 9th, 2001, meet 21-year-old Chihuahua Toby Keith. I'm assuming Toby Keith is named after the country singer. Toby Keith's owner, Giselle, has been with him for much of his life after adopting him from a shelter. I was a volunteer at the Peggy Adams Animal Rescue, and one of the employees told me about an elderly couple trying to surrender a young puppy because they could not take care of him any longer. Ooh, Lucille. I like the way you spell that. Am I pronouncing that right? Lucille? Um, she met with the elderly couple and was introduced to a tiny tan chihuahua. They'd named him Peanut Butter, which is funny because my little blonde tanish chihuahua is named Peanut. I guess that's a pretty common name for little peanuts. I later changed his name to Toby Keith. Toby Keith has a close relationship with Giselle's 28-year-old umbrella cockatoo, Coco, and often walks around with her. Otherwise, he enjoys eating slices of turkey, going on a little going on little walks and laying next to Gisella's workstation while she works from home. To celebrate being named the world's oldest dog on the Guinness Book of World Records confirmed the news, Toby got a bath, had his nails trimmed, and then went on a car ride. So that's some good news. What's going on in your life, Crystal? Is everything good for you? I hope my chihuahuas live till they're 21. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I know it was getting a little hectic for you for a while. Oh, look at this one. Maybe your cat can do this for you, Crystal. Maybe Lucille can do this. Family's new puppy is seriously a golden after digging up rare coins worth 8 grand. A family's new puppy is already worth its weight in gold after digging up sovereign coins worth nearly 8 grand. 51-year-old Adam Clark bought Ollie, a Legato Romagnoli. I have no idea what that is, but it is a pretty dog, as a surprise for his 9-year-old daughter Alicia last month. The breed is known for digging, especially for truffles. On March 30th, on his first walk around the local English fields, the young dog stumbled upon a small fortune. To his Blackpool-based owner's delight and utter disbelief, Ollie instinctively dug up a total of 15 gold sovereign pieces, likely dating back to the 19th century. Adam, who works on the property, took the gold coins to be examined by Shards, one of the leading gold dealers in the country, who valued them at a staggering $7,564. The landlord is thrilled with the return from the treasure, but believes the real prize is Ollie himself, dubbing him his very own gold hunter. So basically, this little dog found a bunch of money for its owner. Maybe that'd be my dogs. Hey, little dogs, get to work. Right, you're doing some remodeling. How's that going, Crystal? I'm drinking tea real late. I'm probably going to be up late because I'm drinking tea late for sure. So I was thinking, I could start reading a little bit of Carmilla if y'all are interested. I mean, I could probably record it. Yeah, it is hard work, I know, for sure. So yeah, now I'm stuck in bed. I don't know if you heard at the beginning. I don't know when you came in, Crystal, but I was going downstairs to get another sugar cube for my tea because I didn't think it was sweet enough, and I tripped. And so now I'm laid up twisted with my ankle. got some ice on it. It should be fine, but I'm just glad I didn't fall over one of my dogs. But it should be fine, I'm hoping. So now I'm stuck in bed and I can either watch murder shows, which I might later. I watched The Night Stalker last night, and my husband actually lived in LA when all that was going on. So I need to ask him if he remembers about it. Um, but there's also that documentary on the Cecil Hotel. Oh, yeah, I know, Crystal. I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy. It's not like me to do that. I'm not usually like that. I'm usually swift and elegant as a gazelle. No, I mean, I'm not, but I don't usually fall down my own steps. What I did was I took one. I thought, have you ever thought you were at the bottom of the steps and you're not at the bottom of the steps and there's one left and you don't even know how you didn't realize there was one left? Ooh, although I did print out The Vampire by Paula. It's the first vampire novel ever written, and published in 1819. Yeah, I just thought I was done with that step, and I was not. 15. So yeah, I actually printed it all out, and I could read it to y'all. It's much easier than reading it. Um, it's much better than trying to read it to y'all from a computer screen. Yes, that last step that got me, you know. And my husband totally fractured his pinky, and he's a drummer, so that wasn't good. But um, his shows, several people in the band, I don't know, at their last gig, they played a festival or something. I don't know what they were doing. I don't keep up with that. Show on Wednesday, and they canceled. And then they had a festival this weekend somewhere. And I don't think I'm saying too much because there's lots of festivals going on, and they canceled. So I had to cancel that. And he fractured his, but which is good though, because he fractured his pinky, being silly, and so it needs to heal. So he's supposed to be letting it heal. I don't know why I'm crawling into bed because I'm just that crazy right now. It's only 4:15 here. Yeah, he's a musician and that's what he does. But yeah. So um, maybe I'll read this for y'all because I wanted to read it to y'all. Well, I mean, I could also go a little bit more in depth on Polidori. So earlier I went into it a little bit. I don't know if you want to hear this, Crystal. I'm burying the vampires, so I tend to go back to that. But um, yeah. So I'm drinking tea. At least I got my work in before I hurt myself. Um, I could just print out Carmilla too, but I'll do that next. I think I'm going to read y'all The Vampire by Polidori. If anybody's interested in that. Oh, no, that's okay, Crystal. That's perfectly fine. I might go out and come back in with a different with a different thumbnail and just start all over as a loud reading of the Vampire by Paula. I totally understand. I really appreciate you stopping in. It's very kind of you. Very, very kind. And I'd love to see pictures of your kitty. Maybe if you ever feel comfortable coming up on panel, you can show me your kitty cat. I'd like that. Good night, sweetheart. I'll talk to you soon, Crystal.